Doing a bee check today. It is Memorial Day weekend. Bees have been using both entrances, and so I just want to check for their space. I did put a feeder into this box right here, and I have another box that I may end up putting on another super just to give them a little more room if needed, but won't know that until we get inside. So let's take her apart and have a look. Lots of bees. All right, so, okay, interesting. I forgot my hive tool again. Okay, I'm back with the tool this time. I'm just going to lift off this box, which she's not stuck down at all. Okay. Put that right there. So right off the bat I can see that they've actually built some comb into this space right here and actually attached some to the feeder. I'm going to bring you in a little closer so you can have a look. And then you can see they're using the top entrance. You see all these ladies coming in with pollen on the legs. And then they were using the bottom entrance too. So let's see. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is we're going to take off this inner cover. We're going to remove the feeder. Lots of bees in here. They shouldn't really be needing this as much. It is at the end of May. I could have moved this smoke up. Oh, I'm getting smoked out over here. It is the end of May. You can see this lady right here. She's drinking away all the little dribbles that are on the top. I should bring you in so you can see her tongue. Well, is she going to cooperate? That's the question. So you can see her little tongue. Let's try and create some. Let's see. Okay. You can see her tongue kind of sticking. Oops, we lost focus. They're trying to clean up all of the liquid that's on top. You can see them all inside. Trying to clean up this tray as well. I had a couple girls on my gloves. My gloves are covered in sugar as well. This lady's just cleaning herself on my glove. Well, the second I walked away, so many bees are coming in. They all have so much pollen on their legs. I'm not sure if you can see from here. Craziness. Lots of bees. Alright, we're going to use some of this smoke. See if I can just kind of push them down into the hive. Let's get this top cover off. Stuck that down pretty well. Oh boy. Okay, so you can see right here where it's torn the comb. So they built comb up above the hive and stuck down to the lid. I'm just going to make sure there's no queen on here before I move it out of the way. Nope, there's no queen here. I'm just going to kind of put this out of the way. Now I do not have great hive placement where I'm living currently. This doesn't give me a lot of room to put the hives. So against the house is not ideal because now I'm standing in front of the entrance and we've got all the field bees coming back in. But yeah, this is the only spot that we could put it where it's away from the neighbors, away from the street and street traffic. And you know, last year my bees had absconded because they were unhappy with their new placement, which was, you know, out of the way, but the lawn guys were constantly blowing leaves and grass clippings and all of that. So this is where they are, and I blocked their entrance, and it's just what it is. But you can see there's a lot of bees here, so I got to clean all of this up. So I'm going to just give them a little more smoke just to clear them out of the way. I don't want to kill any bees while sweeping the comb off. And I've got a little jar in my fridge where I keep all this extra comb, and one day I'll melt it down and make candles or chapstick or something. Nothing goes to waste. And if I don't make candles or chapstick, I'll use it just to wax the frames when there's when there are new frames. And here they've actually joined these frames together, and here also. That just means that my spacing was not right for them. So that's not great. But let's start taking some bees out. Not bees, some frames. Well, I guess bees also, because they come up with the frames. I'll move this one in this box fully out of the way. Okay. I'm going to get my frame hanger over here. Alright, so I'm just going to kind of start over here and see what we get. See how much. So this is broken comb. It looks like they've started to repair it somewhat. This frame needs a lot of work. Let's see. You can see that they're on this frame. They're making repairs to all this broken comb. This is old, so this, maybe they're getting ready to start storing in here once they fix it. Let's see what we have. This one's full of bees. Okay, so they are filling this one fast. This one is full of nectar. I'm not sure if you're able to see. You can see the sheen that they have. I just blew on them. Kind of moved them out of the way a bit. Not a whole lot on the other side. Maybe a little bit of pollen, but not too much happening here. But they're starting to put up stores. Most of what they're storing at this point is the sugar, because that's what I have provided them. Because the weather's been very strange here. Okay, we have another full frame of bees. This one feels heavier, so this one's probably full of nectar also. Lots of nectar. So you can see right here, this right here is all capped. Probably funny honey, just because, as I said, sugar. But you can see right there, lots of bees. There's also some capped over here. The other side, there is a lot of lava. Oh, I found the queen. So right here is, let me put this down, and I'll bring you closer. I'm squashing bees. So let me bring you down. So I spotted her. Her abdomen is much longer than the other bees. So she's got this big fat belly, and we did get a marked queen, so you can see she has a green spot. The green spot was for 2024 queens. So, oops, hello. Come on. So anyway, so I want to put this frame back in. I won't take this frame out. I'm just going to take this one and push it off to the side. So let's get this one put away. Okay, so the queen is on this frame right here. So we're going to leave her in there. We're not going to take that one and hang it on the side. Now we have one, just going to move the frames off. So let's just get some bees down. So she was on the third frame from the edge, which tells me that I'm probably, well, actually, I guess this side doesn't look quite as full. But I'm going to look at all the frames just to see what kind of hem they have and what space they need. To see if I need to add another super so that they have space for her to lay and for them to make stores. So the bees are on me today. Oh, this one's heavy. So this one here, you can see capped brood. This is these are worker bees. All of this capped comb right here. Those are all baby bees inside. So that's great. Oh, and this one is full. This hive's about to explode. So I'm definitely going to put another box on here, just because they're going to need just space with all the new bees coming in. Let's see, I think we've got some drone. We have some drone brood here. It's capped. These are boy bees right here. You see how they're raised up. So that's amazing. That's a good frame. There's also on that same frame a little bit of capped honey that I'm seeing. Okay. All right. Wow. Yeah, lots more brood on this frame. Also, you can see all of this right in here. That's great. It's a very active queen. She is doing a fantastic job. Again, a couple of drone little boy babies in here. Let's see. Amazing. And this comb here, there is no foundation in this frame. This is all comb that they have built themselves. So that's pretty impressive right there. Let's see what we have. Holy moly. Yeah, loads of babies in here. That is a full frame of capped brood, this entire frame, with a few boys over here. That's amazing. So this hive is about to just absolutely have a population explosion. This one feels heavy. So yeah, this one here is, they're starting to fill it out with the nectar. All of this is nectar with some capped nectar right here, which is honey. So I'm going to leave the liquid on there until they finish it, but once they've finished, I won't be feeding them again. I'll probably put on at that point a queen excluder, which I'll go over with you guys when the time comes. We're not there yet. Okay, so here's something frustrating. So there's lots, so there's, this is some frame that they needed to repair, but they're not laying in this one. Looks like they might be repairing some of the wax. A lot of these bees are very busy on here, but the other side is absolutely no drawn comb whatsoever. I mean, they've drawn out a little tiny bit here. You can see where it's raised up, so right here, but there's not a lot going on in this frame. So I might actually move this one off to the side. Let's see what we have. Yeah, these are just these are the same thing, where they just don't like this comb. So I need to get some more comb in here for them. Yeah, they're not loving this either, because there's nothing going on in these ones. But I don't have. Actually, that is a wax moth. I wanted to kill that. We don't like those. They will cause all kinds of problems. So I'm going to just see if I have any wax moth babies in here. Hopefully not. Are there any more? Okay, so I think I'm just going to take this out completely. This is old comb. I think they're not storing anything in here, but then, if there are wax moth larvae, I'd rather that was gone, because they just absolutely destroy comb, and I don't want the ladies to make all this effort in rebuilding home just for the moths to destroy it. So there's a lot of old comb in the bottom of the hive there. Now, this is the same thing. So we're going to remove this comb, and I'm going to put some plain comb in, some just waxed foundation. So let's get that in. I'll just steal it from this. Okay, so I have some comb right here, some foundation frames here. They do have a lot of wax on them. They might not like that, but you know, they need the space. So I'm going to give them this. This one here, I scraped off the old comb. There's a lot of wax on there still, so maybe they'll use it. I'm going to keep them off. Well, maybe I'll put it towards the middle. That way they'll start drawing onto the comb there. These ladies. So I'd rather keep the brood nest towards the center, and on the outsides, that's where I'm going to have the any food, any nectar that they've collected. That's going to stick to the side. So this is a frame of nectar. So I'm going to put this one all the way up to the edge, and then I'm going to try to checkerboard this one in. This one was brood. This one is brood also. So this queen has been fantastic. She's really done a great job. Let's just see what do we have here. So this was nectar, so I'm going to put this one as an outside frame. Let's see. Okay, just move these ladies over. This one will be on the outside. This one here. So there's no wax moth or any evidence of wax moth in this one. It looks like we're starting to draw it out, so I'm going to put this one in here. And then I have one more frame. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so we need let's put these ones in. Come on, ladies. Oh, great. They're starting to dart at me. They're not very happy. Sorry. This one all the way on the end. So make sure you have good spacing, otherwise they build calm between the frames, which causes lots of problems. So just okay, so they're looking pretty good. I am going to put a second box on here. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a junky comb on it, but I'm going to put on what I have. I need to get more. I just need to get more boxes made up so I can just bang them on. And when it comes time for the honey supers, that'll be good too. So let's put these on. Just give them a little snug, just to move them down off the edge. This one on the top. Of course, that means their entrance is going to change. They won't be very happy about that. Alright, so we've got this one here. Okay. I'm just going to move this comb. Over. You actually have a lot of bees on the lid, so I think I'd rather have the bees in here first. Let's get those bees in, and then we'll put the inner cover on, and then I've got to put the feeder on as well. Come on, ladies. On here. Once one finds it, they'll start wagging their little booties and let everybody else know. So we're pretty high up here. Back in. That'll also draw them up into the box, which is great. And the second that the queen starts needing room, they'll start building out the frames. Now, the top cover. So you can see right here, they're all a little confused. Their entrance used to be here, so they're just looking for the new entrance. Some ladies have found it up here. They'll figure it out. They also have an entrance on the bottom, so they'll figure it out. You can see this lady right here. She's fanning to let everybody know. Oops. Right here. She's fanning. She's letting people know, hey, the entrance is up here now. Moved. Okay.